Could you talk about grief and why we feel that everything collapses when we lose a loved one? Thank you. Just because you feel like you're in relationship with them. So say Mr. Cassidy. Mr. Cass. He is now simply a thought appearing. Mr. Cassidy is my parents' dog that died. If you've watched me before, and especially in the last month, you've most probably seen him a lot. I was looking after 3 dogs, and he died at the weekend. And so we have this most amazing ability. So what I notice is you know, like when I go to feed the dogs, the other 2 dogs, or when we go out walkies, or we just got a delivery of his food, there is the image of Cassidy that pops up. Now Khaleesi, she doesn't have that. She can't miss an image because her brain doesn't function like that. But I notice she looks for him. So she looks around the house for him, which is cute. So she's looking for Cassidy. But she can't imagine that he's missing. Whereas the human can. But this is simply an image. But everything is image, everything is trickery. He's really made of that same presence. So right now, he is not here, Khaleesi's not here, but it's that same presence in a different formation. We think, and we imagine him as that body, which he never was that body. That body was dead, always dead. What was alive was the presence that was looking through it. And we think that that body's died and gone somewhere else and that we lost something. So then we're like, where did he go? Where did Cassidy go? The body stopped moving and presence took a new perspective. Look through something else. Look through another object. But he didn't die because there was no him in there. There was presence looking through a dead instrument. That instrument wasn't separately alive, but it doesn't mean there's not sadness and grief. So I've had some cries. Oh, the Cassie, the Cass. Particularly, I think, because I've looked after him for the last month, and so I was with him every day. I think if I had been in France, been away, I'd be less there'll be less tension that goes there. I forgot what we were even talking about. Oh, Mr. Cass. Yeah. So he never was alive. You never looked at Cassidy. You looked at a pattern that Cassidy produced. It was like a robot playing, and you looked at a pattern that he produced, or whoever you're imagining died, and you believed that was someone. That's how it's meant to look in the dream. But really, there was nobody there. You were looking at yourself as that presence, always. As that beingness. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go is that aliveness, is that presence, is that full stop. And that was the same presence looking back. It's just it looks through different instruments. And I know you think as who you are, so as Mark or Lisa or whatever, but you should then interpret the experiences of Cassidy. But this body is only meant to interpret the experiences of this body, not of Cassidy's body as well. Presence is looking through these different objects, having seemingly separate experiences, but ultimately it's not. I know it seems confusing. It's like a paper bag with lots of holes in it, and you put that light, and it's that one light coming through every hole, but each hole individually is claiming, this is my experience, this is my separate experience.